Hey kings, queens, and queens. This is Kevin with the video. I'm titling this video, as you can see by the title, is Journal Entry with the Psychic Medium. Getting directly into the topic about some things that have been arising in the personal experience. There was something that has been arising in the experience, things that there needs to be awareness to. Something that arose was let go, surrender, with that starting for the journal entry. This is also something that was spoken about was shadow work. I think that would be a good topic to for there to be a start. There was a video that showed that shadow work is becoming aware of things within the past experience that you haven't truly accepted and allowed to have the awareness that it is a part of your experience. If you are noticing, it's a lot of it's smoky, the sage is burning, and Palo Santos is burning. Having a nice cooling drink. I would like to say that I'm trying to make this video a lot less long so that they won't like take up the memory, and then it takes longer to upload for the reason that this phone is one of the lower storage phones, as I was speaking in another video. But back to the topic about shadow work is something that resonated from a video was a man speaking about shadow work being becoming, the way that he said it was becoming aware of your BS. And Spirit was sent a message about letting go, and then there was a clairaudient message about surrender. And if you've noticed, when people surrender, it is like this. They're open. It's the openness of allowing that freedom. Then there also has to be that awareness, and Kevin is speaking from personal experiences, that when you have that awareness, that also is a part of the surrender. So although you are surrendering to the divine and allowing the divine to have the will within the experience of your journey, the steering wheel, I guess you can say, you allow the journey to flow as needed. There was a movie that was bought not too long ago, Puss in Boots. It's a cartoon movie, animated. Yet there was a beautiful message that the dog, I forget, the dog, what I'm saying I forget about is the dog's name. I wanted to call him Pedro, but it's not. I don't think it's Pedro. It's something. But I remember what the dog looks like. What can be, maybe I shouldn't have spoke about forgetting the dog's name. Anyway, let's get to the part about something of what he spoke in the movie. And a lot of those animated movies have great, they have great experiences or things that can help along the journey. And he had the little doggy had a easy path to get to the star, get to being the star. But his past of wearing the sock that he was wearing it wasn't as beautiful as his present moment, but because he allowed his experience to be what it is and flow with his experience and take his time and smell the roses. It allowed his experience to be a beautiful experience to get there. And even the Puss in Boots and the other character of the movie, they wondered why his experience was so, it was more of a fairy tale type of flowing energy, and he just allowed his past to be what it was and enjoyed that moment, and was calling the kitties his friends. He even may have called them his best friends. And the thing about it is that some beings enter the life or your life to be there, to be a part of your experience, to experience you and experience how you may have a easier path. And they learn how to also flow through experiencing you, and that could only be momentarily, so that they can then be a part of their own experience and allow how to flow within their personal experience. And so I keep saying and so trying to be less judgmental about those things while the message is being received. So what can be said in reference to shadow work and surrender is that when you allow flow, FLOW, to be a part of your experience and you allow things to be, then you become a part of that flow state of the journey. Now, what I want to bring attention to is that there was a distraction because I was watching the time of how long the video is, and it's currently 9 minutes now. So I'm trying to keep the video somewhat short so that there's another video already pre-recorded. It was recorded already, and it's already a topic that's going to be discussed. So I would probably do another video that's related to this video so that I can upload the current video, and there'll be enough time to get everything within itself. But I wanted to start maybe the next video about sage, or we can probably end this video on the topic of Sage and Palo Santos. And although it's being burned, there has recently been this experience that has been happening that I've spoken about, and it has been spoken about, and it has been spoken about the entity that I feel is allowing me to experience it. And what I'm getting to is that although Palo Santos has been burned and Sage has been burned, this experience of the entity has still been a part of the experience. And I don't want to call the entity like a negative name or a positive name. What can be said is that whether the Sage has been burned or the Palo Santos has been burned, the experience has continued to happen, and the experience is not a pleasant experience. And if you've watched any videos prior to this, then you are aware of the experience I'm speaking about. What can also be said is that the word entity, it is entity, like it is a inside experience. It also is an outside experience because sometimes it is felt outside. But it brings this feeling of there needing to be surrender to it. Although when there is like this wanting to completely allow surrendering and what some people would say, stick to the books, do it the book way, right? If you've ever heard that phrase, like do it like be the goody two shoes kind of thing. It's when there is fasting and things like that, it's as if the presence of the entity is more present. So as it's happening, it's almost this there's emotions that are brought up from the experience that bring up feelings of hopelessness. Although shadow work has allowed there to be awareness of those things. And I was saying that we were going to close out on Sage and Palo Santos, and a lot of beings who are on this spiritual journey burn it as like oh, I need to protect and get all the bad energies out. And it's more than that. It's a like a prayer and things like that. So we're gonna this will be like a journal entry, and then we'll do another journal entry after this video. It's already almost 15 minutes, so it's currently at 14 minutes and some seconds. If you are liking this video, you can tune into the next video. I'll more than likely be wearing the same this here. So I'm going to be doing a second video to this video.